Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
This is your game, baby. Come on, baby. Get low. Get something together. It's game time. It's about that time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again, Herbert. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert now.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
From the 40 now on second down.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw here, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, It's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
It's showtime. What's the deal, y'all?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
DeAndre Carter back deep. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a 1st down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On play action, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, y'all.
Now it's Mahomes again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes caught Kelsey left side, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. We got to do this. Let's go, baby. Who's going to make a play, baby? Let's ride, dog.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. A little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
82 yards rushing here for Edwards-Helaire. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And hitting Juju on the slant. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes to throw once more.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Yeah, go right now. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Dominate this. Got a little aggressive business, man.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 27, Herbert, quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
Here's Herbert.
Caught by Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Herbert going to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line.
Now Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Let's play now. Let's turn it up. They can't beat us straight up. Let's go. Let's go. They can't stop us. Let us whip it. Let's go. Get it on right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Mahomes now on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a player.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
58 sacks and 4 Pro Bowls is a heck of a start for anyone's career. And that's exactly what Joey Bosa has done in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. He came into this league NFL ready, and has only gotten better since.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Butker's kick here is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert.
This is caught by Williams.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This to keep the game alive. Hopkins' kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Will 3 points be enough to do it? We'll soon know as we continue here in overtime.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And out come the Chiefs now.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing? And, partner, I've not been a huge fan of a certain cliche, but it does actually apply here. Who actually wants it more now? I mean, both of them have gotten field goals here in overtime.
Yeah, they've been out there a long time trading field goals. Now we'll see who wants it more.
Yeah, mental conditioning as well as physical conditioning is going to determine who wins this one.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now third down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Mahomes finding Kelsey. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified, and that one could turn out to be huge.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
105 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Let's go get it now. Show them what you got.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.